Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm joined today by Mary Robinson with the Livingston County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Welcome, Mary.
Thanks, Janelle. Happy to be here.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us today. I am really excited to have you here to talk about some trends in the hospitality industry and what we're seeing not only locally but nationwide. Before we get into that though, I just want to give you a brief opportunity to introduce yourself to our listeners. I know that you've been on our show before, but for those that maybe missed that episode, I just want to make sure you have an opportunity to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about what you do at the Visitors Bureau.
Sure. I am the Executive Director of the Livingston County Visitors Bureau. So what we do is we encourage and inspire visitors to come to Livingston County. We also reach out to our locals and tell them all of the great things that we have to do in this area. We do print publications, online marketing, social media, in every way we tell the visitor to visit Livingston County and talk to them about all the things that we have to offer.
That's awesome. I know that Livingston County is a really unique destination, so it's really amazing that we have our own Visitors Bureau here to make sure that people are aware of all the really cool things to do. What is your website, Mary? Just real quick.
Visit livingstoncounty.com.
Because that's honestly a great resource. I don't know if you guys have had an opportunity to visit Mary's website or the Visitors Bureau's website, but you guys I want to say you do a phenomenal job of putting out content. So when people are looking to plan their trips to Livingston County, they know exactly what to expect.
Thank you. Yeah, we work really hard on uploading content that people want. We have itineraries, we have restaurants, parks, dining, meeting planning information, sports venues, everything that you could want on that website. So yes, I encourage everyone to check it out, and our social media too.
Yeah, even those that maybe live in Livingston County or have been lifelong residents, that I feel like you might learn something new.
Definitely. Yes.
But we are here today to talk a little bit about the restaurants, dining, hospitality industry in general. And I know that this has been a really rough time for specifically our hospitality industry. And Mary, I was hoping you could shed some light on that. Like I said, maybe from a national level to all the way to local.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. No other industry has had to experience the challenges that we have had in hospitality and tourism industry. At the height of the pandemic, and at the start of the pandemic, basically our entire industry was told to close. Just shut down. Close your restaurant, close your airport, or reduce significantly your business. I mean, we have went from being completely closed, and especially in Michigan, as we know, to 50% for our restaurants, to 25% only carry out, outdoor dining. They have been through a lot, and ever-changing protocols, and they have done this all with a dedication to service and to making the best possible experience for us. And during such a difficult time, they have really been challenged like no other industry.
I would have to agree. I mean, it's been pretty remarkable to see the perseverance and just everything that they've had to go through.
Yeah, despite all of those challenges, many have stepped up to the plate and invested more into their businesses, time, energy, resources, everything. 88% of hotels and restaurants do not have the staff that they need to operate, and that's today. They were having challenges during the pandemic.
I'm sorry, 80%?
88%.
88%, oh my goodness.
Yeah. So they were challenged, and now we're seeing in this industry, of course, there was pent-up demand during the pandemic, and we're now all going out to our favorite restaurants and our bars, and they appreciate it. They are grateful for it. But it's been turbulent.
It has, and that's one thing I was going to talk about a little bit today, because I know that some of the things that we're seeing, especially on social media, are kind of restaurants speaking out and reaching out to their customer base and asking again for continued patience, because we know that there's not only, you said the 88% that can't find the staff that they need. right? But there's I think people are running thin on patients when they go out, but we need to continue to remember that, because so there's staffing issues, I know, and then supply chain issues as well. So sometimes when you go out to your favorite restaurant, they might not have your favorite food.
Exactly.
So how are they combating that a little bit?
They're being creative, and they are pivoting in such huge ways you cannot even imagine. They are really going outside the box to deliver the experience that you want, and it's a challenge. Yes, from farm to table, the supply chain's been disrupted. I've talked to them, and they have said, they can't get all the product that they want. It's not available. It's more expensive. It's delayed. It's not easy. And so you really have to think about that when you go out, all of those challenges that they're experiencing, just from, it's a wide range of challenges, and they're doing the very best that they can. And they're doing some really innovative things.
Which is fantastic, and I'm happy to hear that they're continuing to innovate, because that is resiliency, and the fact that they're continuing to just persevere and keep going, which is what we want to see. But that kind of brings me to my next question: is what is next if we can't, if restaurants can't keep their doors open because they don't have the supplies that they need or the staff that they need?
Well, unfortunately, as you've seen, a lot of them have to close permanently, or they have to reduce their days, or reduce their hours, or pivot into another segment of the industry.
Okay.
And we want them all to be successful, and we want we have so many wonderful options here in Livingston County. Think about the breweries that we have, the quick service dining, the full service dining in Brighton, Howell, Heartland, all over the county, and we want them to survive. We want them to thrive. So on that note, I think there's a few things that we can do, that we can help. And the first thing we need to do is patronize them, in person if you're comfortable doing that, carry out or gift cards. Let's continue to, go local.
Absolutely. Gift cards are a great option for birthdays and anniversaries. All of, those things keep on going.
They don't have to be used right now.
Yep,
if someone isn't comfortable going right now or doesn't have time, so patronize the restaurants. And I think the second thing would be, like you said earlier, pack your patience. And maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the friend you're with, or your parents, or whoever you are with. Make sure that they are remembering all these challenges, and just be patient and build extra time in to your evening. Remember that this is you're here to enjoy it, so just take your time and understand there could be delays. And if your favorite menu item isn't available, chances are there's something else that you will like.
Absolutely. I think we have to look at that as an opportunity to try something new, and maybe it could be your new favorite item.
Exactly. I think that it will it'll force us to do that, and it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that, and be patient and kind to these people who work so hard. So many of them just wear their heart on their sleeves. They wanted you to have a great experience. They want you to make memories. That's what they do. And so just be patient. And then I think the third thing that people can do is to contact their legislators, local, state, and federal, if they're so inclined, to advocate for restaurants. Advocate for this industry by telling them that they are important, and funding, they deserve funding, loans, PPE, all of the above, as much as any other business.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to think about our hospitality industry right here in Livingston County, and it puts us on the map as destination worthy. There's so many, like you said, great mix and diverse mix of what we have to offer here when it comes to hospitality. And we want to keep that thriving.
Absolutely. They could use the assistance. So while you're calling about the roads or other, other complaints you may have to your legislators, just add, restaurants and hospitality, hotels and hospitality to your discussion. That would be wonderful if you could advocate for them as well. And I think the next thing I would advise is positive reviews. You know, there's so much negativity online. So if you can be that person that could just write a positive restaurant review of your favorite restaurant, it doesn't take long. Go on Yelp, TripAdvisor, or their Facebook page. Just
it's a nice thing to do. It's a great thing to do, especially if it is one of your favorite restaurants. I was reading something this morning real quickly, and it said, you know who's having a hard time right now? Everyone. So be kind.
Exactly.
And I think that goes and fits right in line with what we're talking about today. And as far as packing your patients, go out of your way to do something nice. Write a review for them. That's a great suggestion.
You know, word of mouth is what, and your friends see your review, share it. You know, your family, and you may tip the balance. Maybe someone will go and dine in that restaurant because of your review, or book their wedding, or their family reunion, or another event, and that's great. That's helping them out tremendously. So I encourage positive reviews.
Absolutely.
And I think one of the last things I would say would be to visit our website. Visit livingstoncounty.com and check out our list of restaurants, because we have an extensive list there, and you'd be surprised how many are right here in Livingston County that you may not have remembered or may not have known about.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the things too is, you know, it's been a long time since maybe somebody's been out and about to check out restaurants, and it's a really good opportunity to refresh and remember, oh my gosh, you know, I haven't been to such and such in such a long time, I completely forgot they were there. So and it is a great resource. So that's awesome. Thanks for mentioning that. Before we wrap things up, and we have just a few minutes here, and I just want to mention we are planning something with some partners, and I want to touch on that today. So could you share with our listeners just a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we have 3 amazing chambers in this county, and you obviously lead the Howell Area Chamber of Commerce, and there's the Heartland Area Chamber of Commerce and the Greater Brighton Area Chamber of Commerce, and they have collaborated together to form the Livingston County Chamber Alliance, and they are working with many companies and groups to elevate this area. And one of the initiatives right now is working with us, the Bureau, and Ann Arbor Spark to have a restaurant roundtable next week, Thursday the 16th at 10 a.m. It's on Zoom, and it's at LESA. It's in person and virtual.
Awesome. So how would somebody register to attend that, Mary? Through one of the chambers, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, once they visit the Howell Chamber website, you can click on the Restaurant Roundtable event and get registered, sign up, and attend. And if you are a restaurant, we need your feedback. So please attend, and if you are interested, check it out.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mary. We hope you will join us next week if you're a restaurant and want to learn more, and hopefully we can work to help you together. But thank you so much for all of the time and information today, and we will be up next with our next guest shortly.
Thank you, Janelle.